Greetings, greetings. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling today? Let's see what Spirit has in store. What is the overall message that Spirit wants me to transmute for y'all today? No, this is a general timeless read, so take what resonates, throw away what does not. Do not make it fit if this is not your story. So let's see, what am I getting here? I feel like this is my spiritual beings, my spiritual people or whatever, and you have some type of spiritual upgrade or message. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we got Pisces energy, fourth house energy, which is having to do with Cancer. So the family, mothering, nurturing, care, self-care. What is this sign? I think this one is Uranus. Uranus. Neptune. I knew it. I be doubting myself. This one's Neptune. This is Uranus. Okay, so yeah. So Neptune energy. So, ooh, I like you. So Neptune and Pisces, Neptune rules Pisces. And so I feel like a lot of spiritual upgrades. Maybe some delusions are being like shown to you. Some secrets, some hidden information. You're picking up things intuitively, and it's having to do with family. It's having to do with people that you love, or people that love you, shall I say, really. You might care about these people and love these people, but are you getting what you need in return from them? So let's see what we got here. But yes, that's what I feel like, that you're starting to see right through their bullshit, that you're starting to be like, I feel like you're starting to have newer, upgraded standards, boundaries on what love is, what nurture, care, what soothing, passionate energy is, what you want to experience in the love department and with your soul tribe as a parent, as opposed to what you've been experiencing from family, people you've dated, for yourself. Just, it's like an upgrade of self-love, or you just have this new vision of like, this is how I want my soul tribe, my people, my friends, the people I'm surrounded by. This is how you want them to be from here on out. I cannot make this up. Now, I started shuffling, but my brain was like, don't say nothing until you see the cards. Higher learning. So like I said, you're learning, you've learned from experience what you want and what you don't want. More inner study is now required to further progress. So when that happens, you've learned from the experiences, and now it's time to just be with your own energy. Be by yourself for a little bit, so you can reflect, so that you can have time for that old negative toxic energy to clear out, and then you can replenish yourself, rejuvenate, and then allow the good energy of what you want to come in. Because also the universe is going to test you to see if this is what you're ready for, if this is what you really want. And then sometimes, I'm getting two messages. So sometimes the universe is definitely going to test you that, or more than likely the people from your past that you're still dealing with, that you know are toxic, stuck in the past, not trying to grow or trying to put on this facade. You start picking up that they fake and superficial. If you keep dealing with them, those are the tests. I feel like you will, once you get to a certain level, because from personal experience, 3 threes for confirmation. Once I got to a certain level of like healing and saying no and boundaries and upgraded standards, the people from the past were more so of the test, because they'll come back, surprise, I'm back, I'm here again. And once I blocked their ass off, that's when, really, honestly, before that, I was already blocking people off, but there was just this one, this one from the past that, I hadn't blocked yet. Because then, they weren't really doing nothing to me. But if I go back in the past, were they the best person to me? No. But you try to forgive, blah, blah, blah. No. Fuck that shit. Block their asses and don't feel bad for it, because they still in the same energy. But I digress. You will still get great people. I heard this saying from another reader, which actually makes a lot of sense. BBL, birds before land, which is basically a manifestation phenomenon. When you're manifesting something, you might get a version of what you've manifested, but it's not exactly the quite same version. 3 4s again for confirmation. Not the quite same, not exactly what you wanted, but it's close enough. So say you're manifesting a beautiful relationship, and now that you have these risen standards and you're saying no and you have boundaries and you love yourself more and you know your worth, your value, your self-esteem's up, you know to say no to the superficial fake people. And then, but you'll also get people who are kind of like your manifestation. It might not be exactly what you wanted, but it's close enough. And it's a sign to let you know, like, okay, yeah, this can work. But what you want, what you manifested is still out there. But it's still letting you know, it's confirmation like your manifestations are working. It's confirmation that keep doing what you're doing. Don't settle. Keep going for what you want. Have fun a little bit. Enjoy whatever the manifestation is. Be grateful, because again, it's letting you know that you're on the right path. You're manifesting correctly, that you're doing the right things. But don't be so quick to just settle and say yeah, because it's not exactly what you want. And we're getting out of the settle energy, right? No more settling. So tell me more, Spirit. I heard that's enough. So we'll stop there. We got Earth Connection at the bottom of the deck, Divine Healing, Trust in Heaven, and Supreme Protection. So, and that goes with what I was saying. See, I love channeling, because it just be coming through. And I do be transparent with y'all with what I got going on so that y'all understand where I'm coming from in a 3D sense. Like I was saying, once you get to a certain level, once you've shown the universe that you're no longer settling, you're protected from attracting sorry ass people. It's just the people in the past that's still gonna be there because you still entertaining them. But I've noticed that with me, I haven't attracted nobody sorry ever since I have been saying no and shutting that shit down to like, no, I'm not settling for this. I'm not dealing with this, and calling people out if need be. Some people need to be called out. Some people just need to be straight up blocked because it ain't gonna click for them, regardless of what you say. So you will be protected from attracting assholes and stuff, but you got to get to that certain level, because you know, if you go back in the past, it seemed like that's all you was attracting. But it's because you didn't have no boundaries, no standards, and you was just letting anybody just come on in. 717 could be significant. But yes, that's what I get with this. I feel like that I keep hearing to switch this, to switch that card. I feel like that once you learn the lesson, we literally got divine healing afterwards. So honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal, and your light can support others. So I literally said that. Now it's a time for rehabilitation. You need to be by yourself. If you can't be by yourself, make time to be by yourself. Even if that means going outside, taking a drive, taking yourself out on a date. Be by yourself for a little bit. You ain't got to be forever now. Just a little bit. Because like I said, you got to clear out that energy. You got to get your mind right. And you can't do that if you keep entertaining sorry, sucky, trash ass energies. What do you think you're going to get? If you keep you literally showing the universe, and there's levels to it, because I just knew I was done with that. I'm like, oh, this person from the past ain't causing me no harm. They ain't doing much. They're not bothering me. You know, they just there. Bullshit. They are, because you technically telling the universe you're still willing to settle for somebody that tried to play you, did you wrong, was shysty, or whatever they did in the past that was not to who you are today. Even in the past, you didn't deserve it in the past. You never deserved it. But if you told your mind you did, or you felt like you did, or if you settled for that, you know you didn't deserve it. Say you took a break from them, then they came back. You're like, oh, okay, bygones be bygones. I forgive you. Or shit, you probably didn't even talk about it. You just let them come back in like nothing happened. Can't do that no more. And once you realize that that's how it's got to be, then the blessings will come in. You'll start to see a whole different reality. You'll quantum leap into something completely different. So if you caught this reading, but not the reading I did before this, you might want to check that out if you're dealing with people that no longer serve you, that are energy vampires, that are just there to use and abuse you. Yeah, you might want to check that out, because this really goes with that reading. Like, once you understand, like, okay, this is what I'm dealing with, and then you come to that conclusion, I got to take this leap of faith and lead their ass and behind, then you've learned the lesson. you've stepped into higher learning, and then it's time to retreat. It's time to nourish yourself because they lacked the nourishment that you were looking for and that you needed. So now you need to replenish yourself so you can start attracting people who are willing to fill your cup up, as opposed to keep attracting these damn near empty cups, if not all the way empty cups, that portray to be full, but really, they might be full of the Kool-Aid. You know that saying, shut up and drink the Kool-Aid? That's what they're full of, shit and Kool-Aid. And that's what you're going to keep attracting. So, now it's time to honor yourself. Honor your sensitivity. You are a sensitive, emotional being, and there's nothing wrong with that. If people keep trying to tell you that you're too emotional and you're not causing harm, because you can be like emotionally unstable. It's a difference between emotional intelligence and being emotionally unstable. If you're emotionally stable and you got emotional intelligence, these people are just hating and mad because you're intelligent in the emotional department and they don't know what the fuck that is. They don't know how to respond to it. They don't know how to receive it. They don't know how to accept it or give it back out. So they're going to tell you, oh, you're too emotional. You're too this, you're too that. They're going to project how they feel about themselves onto you. 1111 could be significant, but they're definitely going to project who they are onto you. 111 and then 3 2s. But if you're around people who are emotionally intelligent, then they're going to understand that it's okay to be sensitive. It's okay to express your feelings and to express your emotions. That's healthy. When you bottle all the shit up, or you so scared of saying how you feel because it's like walking on eggshells with people. You don't know if they're going to crash out or just be really nasty to you. Then that's no connection to stay in, because it's not normal. And we've been taught that is normal behavior. And when you get tired of it, you leave. But that's love. No, that is not love. That is abuse. Even in the smallest, it's emotional abuse, mental abuse. 3 1s and then 12 could be significant. But it's time to heal yourself, because you have such a bright light, viewer. I need you to understand that your light shines so bright. When people are around you, they're happy, they're excited. It's something within you, which again is your light. But this is how they're looking at it. It's something within you that just makes people like just feel relaxed and nice and happy. And they need that. You have a very strong healing energy. Whatever it is that you do, it's very healing. And if you're drained and tired and you're not expressing yourself or being your authentic self, how can they experience that light that you're meant to share with others? I'll put it like that. You're meant to share your light with others because you have a divine mission to where you are meant to express your authenticity so that you can bring in the light codes to restore balance, to restore harmony, to restore true love. That is what part of your mission of what you're here for. You're not here to be dealing with all this karmic energy and fucked up individuals. That was just part of it. You chose a hard lifestyle so that you can, one, be grateful and appreciative when you learn the lesson. Because if not, you can always stay stuck in misery like the people you've been attracting. Look at it like that, from a different perspective. You stay stuck like that, 3 4s for confirmation, or you come out of it, you grow, you thank them for the lesson, you forgive them, and you keep them pushing. And then you can open up that heart chakra so that you can do what you came to do. Wouldn't you rather be in and surrounded by true love as opposed to thinking that it's just a myth, it doesn't exist, and you're just walking around all moody and grumpy and miserable like everybody else? You stand out for a reason. You're different for a reason. You're here for a reason and a purpose. 3 1s for confirmation. 14 as well. But if you keep accepting what's not for you, what's less than, that's what you're going to get. And then you're not going to be able to shine your light like you truly are. And when you shine your light like you truly are, babe, you get rewarded for that. You erase karmic debt. You erase karmic generations, ancestral generations, negative thought patterns. 3 4s for confirmation. You see all this confirmation you getting? Need I say more? Like, And then abundance comes in tenfold. You feel me? So if you're still struggling in certain areas, it's because you're still dealing with certain energies that no longer serve you. You settling, you hoping and wishing on a hope and prayer that they're going to change, and they're not. Or you're not taking time to yourself to heal, to recoup, to recover. You just taking in the energy, taking in that energy, taking in that energy, taking in that energy. And these energies aren't doing shit but draining you and using you. And then you go on to the next, and then you go on to the next. And this is a vicious cycle of you getting used, abused, and your light, them just chipping away at your light, and you not being able to really be abundant. Let me tell you right now, if anybody in your life is not bringing abundance, if they're not abundant, how can they bring you abundance? And that's not necessarily true, because some people, such as yourself, I'll give you for an example, you might have went through paths and patterns and cycles when you wasn't abundant, when you was on a struggle bus, but you was bringing other people abundance. I can speak from experience. Being around certain or just people, they become abundant. They steal my abundance. People will steal your abundance because you're not using it for yourself. You're too busy giving it away, feeling that light, that little bit of light you do got. You giving away to other people to replenish their light when they're not doing shit for you. They're just sucking up all your abundance and energy and light, and while you're getting nothing in return. And then you can either choose to keep doing that and stand on that cycle, or have boundaries and stand up for yourself and say, no, I'm not dealing with this. You have nothing to offer, no type of energy, even energy exchange. Or choose the path of what they're on: negativity, moodiness, childishness, ego. And then either way, you end up blocking your abundance, and everybody else around you is abundant. Or they're, energy vampires, and you're not getting nothing. It's worse. So it's two paths. So I feel like that from personal experience, you can attest to people using you for your energy while you're on the struggle bus. Or once you do get abundant, people seeing that and just, again, still trying to suck out that abundance from you, trying to suck out your energy, your light. And either way, you're not using your full capacity of light. So you might be a little abundant here and there, but is it the most abundance you can experience? Or are you like just stuck on this level? Or you just went up a little bit, but are you back and forth? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's situation is different, but if you resonating with that, it's because you're dealing with this toxic energy and you not saying no to it and putting your foot down and meaning it. Just because they look good or they got money or it seems like a great job or opportunity, don't mean that's what it is. Or don't mean you should just go for it head first, all in. A lot of times it'd be a trap to see if you're going to allow that energy back in. 1818 for confirmation and 99. So I feel like that you are at the point, though. I feel like I needed to say that so you can really, just for confirmation, like, because I feel like some of y'all might still be there while others are wondering, or you like, okay, well, if I leave them, like, what's going to happen next? Or I just left them, but you need confirmation. Supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut, move beyond limitation and trust. So basically, Spirit got your back. Just trust it. You've done everything that you possibly could before this situation. You've exhausted out all outlets. Now it's time to do something completely different you haven't done before, which is finally say no to all of this shit. 3 ones again. And cut those cords. Do that cord ceremony. Cord cutting. That cord cutting ceremony. It's time. Let that shit go. Let those people go. Is there still, even if you say no and you leave them and you ain't do no ceremony, you ain't cut them cords out, guess what? They're still picking off your energy, still draining off your energy. Especially when you think about them. That's them trying to get at your energy, trying to pull on your heartstrings. And you need to cut that shit off. But you do that, you're protected. You don't do it, you're susceptible to these energies coming back through another person. So you gotta take this shit serious, because it is. You gotta take your spiritual journey serious. You gotta take these demons, these entities, these energy vampires, however you want to put it. Take it serious. There's no need to fear it. There's no need to fear the unknown. If you do, you gotta check in with yourself and why. Where is this stemming from? Where is this fear stemming from? When are you gonna get tired of being scared of the unknown? You're not scared when you meet these sorry ass people. You don't know them. Now, you might be skeptical, cynical, and not trust their ass, but it don't stop you from sleeping with them. Don't stop you from dating them. You still do it. You're already trusting the unknown. Do it a different way this time. That's what Spirit wants you to know. Do it a different way. Because the other way, the old way, look at where it's gotten you. In this cycle of fear of trying something new, so you end up settling for less. You end up settling for the same shit. So, just know you're going to be protected. Okay? Your intuition is more than likely giving you signs that you are. You just got to take that leap of faith and do it. And then more confirmation. Archangel Michael could be significant for y'all. And Archangel Michael is, or Michael, I like to say, is the archangel that is there for protection. So anytime you're feeling unprotected, unsafe, scared, or you need assistance with getting rid of energies, again, just protecting you, you can use that energy to protect you. I do it all the time, especially if you got divination tools. Archangel Michael, can you come and clear out any energies, interference that I don't see? It's literally that simple, people. You believe it, it's going to happen. You don't believe it, it doesn't work. It's like the placebo effect. I'm pretty sure y'all know what that is. So, and if you don't, Google it. But either way, Spirit is saying trust. You are safe. Your angels are standing by. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. So you the only one that's stopping this miracle, viewer. Nobody else but you. So once you let go and you get tired of being sick and tired, and you take a break from allowing people into your space and your energy, that 3 2s and 4 2s for confirmation, you don't fucking know like that. And you're not listening to your intuition about the signs you do get. You might pick up that energy, but you don't listen to it. The moment you stop doing that, you start listening to it, and you start saying no, protection. You don't do it, you don't get protected because you're telling the universe that this type of behavior is okay. It's really that simple. But Spirit just wants you to know your angels are just waiting on you. They just waiting on you. Anything else for the viewer, spirits? Anything else for the viewer? What messages, advice do you have for the viewer? Literally, I can't make this shit up. You decide. The choice is yours. Only you can choose when to walk away from the energies you've been experiencing since childhood, from past lives. Only you can choose it. No one else can do this for you. I can talk till I'm blue in the face all day, which I will not. But I will channel the message that Spirit wants y'all to hear. 3 3s for confirmation. If you really don't believe you deserve better, or if you don't change what you're doing, what you're attracting, change your mindset, let go of them fears, you're just gonna keep getting the same shit. So once you choose to stop settling and be like, no, I do deserve the best. I am worthy. I do love myself. I'm finally gonna say no, because sometimes them fine ones gonna come and test you. And you might be like, ooh, but I like him, I like her. Don't fall for it, because it's, it could be a test. But I feel like whoever I'm picking up on today, I feel like you might get that, but you also more so susceptible. It's like I said, I'm picking up on 2 energies. So some of y'all are in that category, while most of y'all, since this energy is coming out, you have a good sense of your standards and what you are no longer willing to accept. So now the people coming in, it's just the past people you got to cut off. The new people coming in are going to be those birds before land, more of the manifestation that you want. But you got to choose. You got to do it. Like, I don't know how else I can put this. And it's so strange because, like I said, the people from the past, you really don't think they hurt in your manifestations, but baby, they are. Because you still entertaining it. And I guess I just learned this lesson like last week when I blocked that last person from my past. I didn't even think nothing of it until I did it. And then I just felt lighter. And every time I feel it, I'm like, quantum leap, timeline shift. Something just happened. A new portal has been open and I got all my confirmation. A whole new portal's open. Now I'm more, but I've also been receiving the birds before land manifestations through people. Might not be exactly what I manifested, but it's close enough. But it's letting me know to keep going because I'm in the right direction. I'm doing the right thing. If you're not getting the birds before land manifestations through people, through whatever it is that you manifesting, got some work to do. You really gotta have some more boundaries and better standards and mean that shit. You can't just say, oh, I'm gonna block everybody and then you let them back in, or you let those other people come in, those new people that got that same energy. Because like I said, depending on where you're at on your spiritual journey, if you're new to it and you just starting to do it, new people will come in with that same energy. Once you say no to the new people, it's like an upgrade. Universe like, oh, okay, you really don't want this shit. You even saying no to the new people. Now, get rid of all the old people if you haven't. So when the new people do come in, you won't be so skeptical. And you might be a little bit. I know I was when I met a new person and I'm like, you're too good to be true. Who are you? But then I got to know him a little bit and I'm like, you really are a sweetheart, a sweet person. Now, it's not exactly what I manifested, but it's letting me know, like I said, it's letting me know I'm on the right path because I got better boundaries and standards and I'm saying no and I'm loving myself even more. So just felt like I had to say it like that for some people, just in case, you know. What else is this viewer's advice? But it was, again, that's what it was. I said all that to say because I had to choose to finally block that last person from my past instead of, because I wasn't really getting any signs that, a little bit here and there, but none to be like, oh, I gotta block you. I was just, gonna let it be and not worry about it. But then, I don't know, my intuition was just like, block his ass. Block, he don't want shit, don't want nothing, block him. And that choice alone catapulted me into a new timeline. That's why I said that. Yes. So you got to choose to say no to these people, even though they're harmless. They're not doing much. They don't, say no. Just block them. Because they just taking up space. And baby, last time I checked, you supposed to be taking up space. So slow down, be patient, and be persistent. So this goes perfectly with that next card. So again, don't be so quick to try and pull somebody else in once you say no to these people. It can be tempting because you be like, but I don't want to be alone. I've been feeling alone my whole life. Like no one understands me. Yes, 3 2s for confirmation. But like I said, you got to clear out the old energy. Give yourself time to rejuvenate, to replenish, to rebuild the new you, to pull out more of your authenticity. Because I'm pretty sure you might still be dealing with family members and coworkers. Practice with their ass. You're going to cut them off 9 times out of 10 anyway if they suck. So keep practicing with them. You won't be completely alone. If that's not the case and you really, already cut their ass off, you don't deal with them or they are no longer here and you really are by yourself, even better. Because now you got time to clear out that damn energy and nobody can come in and affect it. But just be patient, but be persistent with your goals, your values, your morals, what you want to attract, what you're manifesting. And say no to anything that ain't, that give you, yet make your intuition be like, who the fuck are you? I don't trust you. It's one thing to question and then you get confirmation, oh, this is really a good person. That's completely different. But it's another thing to get that, like, I really don't fucking trust you. It's something about you that it's just, that bitch just suspicious. You feel me? Be persistent with your goals and say no. Don't try to give them an opportunity because they already showing you, baby. You know, that's a lot that came out. Oh, babe, I can't make this shit up. Trust your instincts and follow your intuition. So right there. Be careful, proceed with caution. So like I said, like I'm definitely picking up on two different groups. Some people that are coming in, for the groups that are just like learning boundaries and saying no, you might get some people that really have no good intentions. But your divination tools, your intuitions, your dreams, just pay attention to how they fucking move, bro. If they words ain't matching with their action, or it's matching just, I don't know. I'm clairsentient, so I can feel into people and vibrations, and I just get this feeling that like something ain't quite right with them. It's something that's not right. Like I said, even if you don't do readings for other people, do it for yourself. If you really having a little iffiness with trusting your intuition or just to help build your intuition, get you a tarot deck. Get you some cards, get you a pendulum, get you some runes, whatever your spirit is calling you to get that to help you decide, should you really go forward with this? And cleanse your tools at all times. Always cleanse your stuff, because sometimes other energies and interferences can hop onto them and confuse the fuck out of you. So, but yeah, that's what I get with that. Like, some of y'all just, if y'all in that stage, if you've already proven to the universe, like, I'm really not settling for less, and you have been experiencing the birds before land type manifestations with whatever you've been manifesting, then that really don't apply to you. You'll know. It's like your intuition is up to a point where you'll know, like, okay, I know I can't trust this person. I know I can trust this person. You get what I'm saying? So just take it as it resonates, people. We got the yes card. I'm going to see what that's for. Forgiveness, surrender, and release. So these are literally just confirmations that I was saying earlier. Forgive them people from the past. Let them go. They were there to help you grow on your journey, to help you see and come to a conclusion of what is no longer serving you, to help you see that you deserve nothing but the best. And anybody else who got something negative to say about that or who disagrees, fuck them. They are 9 times out of 10 or 100% not doing the same for them. And they don't want to see you. How dare you go for the best for you? You don't need them type of people in your life. Forget them. They ain't there. They only there to suck up your energy, your light, and dim your light and make you stay. They're agents of the Matrix. They're Mr. Smith. That's who they are. That's how you can start looking at people. That's how I look at people when they giving me this type of energy. It makes it a hell of a lot easier, and it makes you master the art of detachment, because you don't feel bad and guilty for saying no and cutting their ass off and block. It's just that simple, people. Block them. What they gonna do? Be mad? You didn't do nothing to them. You wasn't mean to them. You wasn't rude. But you're no longer settling for that energy. So let them be mad. Forgive them and keep it pushing. You're going to get better. That's what you look forward to. Like, and you'll feel so much lighter because you realize, like, I do see a change with love of myself. And I see that I can no longer feel guilty for, oh, but they were nice, but they meant well. But they don't love themselves, so they can't love you properly. You know? 3 threes for confirmation and 4 threes. Have faith, choose optimism. I don't really need to express myself anymore with that. Have faith, choose to be happy. Remember, it's a choice to be happy. When people are miserable, Molly's and Marvin's, it's because they're choosing to be miserable Marleys and Marvins. Don't let that be you. Zoom in and take a closer look. So some of y'all need to zoom in and look at the people you've been dealing with, these past people, these current people. They not who you think they are. Look, what do you feel when you're around them? How are you? How's your energy? Are you always happy, or are you sometimes happy? Do you have to defend yourself a lot, or do you feel safe? Are you getting loved on, or is it sometimes love, sometimes hate, or argue, or push and pull, or hate energy? It's just either they a hater or they just give hate energy, like they mad and mean and miserable. 3 fourths for confirmation. None of that shit, you know, it is, y'all know people shit. It's like I don't want to keep saying repeating myself, but you already know. You ain't supposed to be dealing with that. Protection, codependency. So some of y'all could be need to protect yourself, and some of y'all dealing with codependent relationships. I feel like that's for y'all, the ones who need to take a closer look at these people you still dealing with. Y'all being codependent on one another. Let them go. They have served their purpose. The cycle is over. It's time for something better. Or, guess what? You attract the same thing in another person, and the cycle continues. You've been getting a hell of a lot of confirmation. We got messages from the beyond in communication, or you will be, depending on where y'all at. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your dreams. If you don't know what your dreams mean, look it up. Book me for a dream interpretation, or somebody else you trust. It ain't got to be me. Either way, especially if it's a reoccurring dream or something that really just shook your core. Sometimes it be right in your face in the dream, and you just don't want to believe it. You better believe that shit. That's why it's popping up. Think about what's happening in the dream. Like, I had a dream of a family member that, you know, they try to put on these fake smiles and, oh, I love you and I care about you and blah, fuckity blah. But in the dream, guess what? Every time they run around a plant, guess what happened to the plant? The plant just shriveled away and died, or it just like went limp. So I don't care how nice they are in the 3D. If your dream is telling you that that person's energy is off, that they're an energy vampire, that they are a demon, that they got some going on with them that ain't right, listen to that shit. Because you're getting constant messages about these people that you're dealing with, and you just choosing to ignoring it, or you just looking at them and trying to look at them from an innocent standpoint. Like I said, it might be people in your DMs that's been trying to talk to you for years, but they not giving you what you want to hear, what you want. And you just like, I'll hit them up when I'm bored, or I'll entertain them because, you know, I'm bored. I ain't got nothing else to do. You getting all the signs right there. You just not seeing them. You're choosing not to see it, or you don't know no better. Well, I'm here to tell you for confirmation. Cut their ass off. They're blocking your manifestations. I promise you, they're blocking your manifestations, yo. Cut them off. Your message has been received. So if that resonates, your message, and then okay, so now this makes sense. This is what the yes card goes to. So whatever your message is, whatever you've been putting out, your manifestation, it's a yes. So definitely picking up on 2 pals here. The people that you already, you know, you experiencing the BBLs, the birds before land, it's a yes. You're in the right direction. Your message has been received. Your manifestation, keep going, okay? Keep going, because you're doing the right thing. So I think that is all I have for you, viewers. I like this reading. Keep it up, people. Keep it up. Regardless of which power, which group you belong to, keep it up. You're going in the right direction. Just know that you're going to be safe. You're going to be taken care of. Listen to your intuition and the signs you get. If it ain't quite right, then let that shit go. Don't be afraid to let it go, because I guarantee you something's better gonna come in. Even though it might not seem like it at the time. You might have thought that was the best thing smoking. It's not. Some even better is coming, but you gotta say no. You gotta let it go and trust and have faith. Allow this miracle to occur. You got a whole miracle waiting on you. And only you can access it once you finally put your foot down and put yourself first and prioritize yourself. Put your emotions first. Put your sensitivity first, you know? Put yourself first for once. Stop putting these sorry ass energy vampires first just because you don't want to be alone. It's not worth it. So that is all I have for you, viewers. Let me know with the like, share, subscribe, comment if this resonated, if you like this reading, and I'll see you in the next reading. Peace, love, and light.